So guys, this is Shreyas here, your captain. And here we are at the most crucial juncture of your JEE preparation. Hardly any time left. All the dates have been announced and, JEE Advanced, JEE Mains, BETSAT, so many things that you want to conquer. There is so much to do and there's so little amount of time that you have. But let me tell you, no matter how much you study, no matter how much knowledge you gain, at the end of the day, it also boils down to the strategy that you applied, the tips that you gained. And there is no better way of putting this than from the horse's mouth, in this case, Ashutosh's mouth, who is All India rank 104 in JEE Mains, who is going to guide you, who is going to give you the tips, the last minute strategy, the last minute preparation guide for all the JEE Mains aspirants as well as the JEE Advanced aspirants. This is your captain, Shreyas, on the JEE English channel. Welcome, join in, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Just to give you a quick introduction about Ashutosh. Ashutosh has been a Vedantu student just like you guys are. And he studied with us and guess what? He scored 99.999 percentile, something like a dream which has come true for most of you. And see where he's sitting right now, in the hostel room of IIT Bombay. That is your dream, guys. That is where you want to be. Yes or no? And if you want to sit in the similar room where Ashutosh is sitting, light up the chat box. I want to see that fire in you. It's a dream for so many of you, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to send me pictures on Instagram. Sir, last year we saw Ashutosh, this year it is me, sir. Look at the playground, sir. Look at the music room, sir. Look at the mess, sir. Food is good, food is not good, sir. Whatever, you will miss home food, but you will enjoy that hostel life. Right? Great. So, Ashutosh also scored a BITSAT score of 343 out of 390, KVPY rank 383, West Bengal JEE rank 19, JEE Advanced rank 1367, JEE Mains rank 104. A big round of applause. Welcome, Abhi. Welcome, Ashutosh. Quickly, by clapping, by giving hearts, by smashing the like button. I want this chat box to be really, really hot. Really, really hot, guys. Come on. It should exceed the sun's temperature now. And Ashutosh, I'm just going to unmute you and welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind praises.
Great, great. So, Ashutosh, we'll just quickly get to the point. I have already introduced you and everybody knows that you are extremely talented individual. You have done extremely well and that's why you are having that privilege of sitting inside the IIT hostel, which is a dream come true. So I want to know from you, in your 2 years of preparation, were you always motivated? Did you always believe that you could do it, or was it like a push towards the end that made you believe, or was there a trigger point in your life which made you believe that you can do it?
So I was not motivated always. Like during my 11th, I did preparation slightly. Someday I did but when I cleared KVPY in 11th last time, so that pushed me a lot.
Okay.
And the main was KVPY in 12th class.
Okay.
Where I got 383 rank. So that was the main trigger point, which made me believe that yes, I can score good in advanced and mains as well.
That's splendid. So always there is some kind of a trigger point. So there is also a reverse trigger point, which always tries to demotivate students. And I'm pretty sure all my warriors will agree over here that probably in some mock test you get really low rank, or maybe not just 1, 2 or 3 or 4 mock tests, which you do miserable in spite of struggling. So what did you do to overcome those failures?
So during 12th, starting months, I miserably scored in a batch of 20, I was in 15th or 16th rank.
Okay.
So, and marks was also the 30% or 40% in advanced mock test. So it demotivated me a lot. Then I talked with my teachers and all, and they tried to help me. Also, I thought that marks are in mock tests, they don't really matter. What matters is the learning from the mock test. So after analyzing the test and all, I thought that in Hindi we say ab nahi pehle nahi aata tha, ab to aata hai.
So if you don't get it before, now at least you should get it.
Yeah. So many questions I didn't know it before, but after analyzing and all, I know it. So advanced is like far away. So I can learn it now and then apply it afterwards, and no need to get demotivated. So that's all I thought.
Since you are talking about analysis, everybody tells about analysis. I want to know what are the exact parameters that you considered during analysis. Was it the time, was it accuracy, or something else which probably other students don't know?
Everything. Like time matters, accuracy matters, the number of questions you got correct, the number of questions you got partially correct, and the number of questions you knew but still got incorrect, or you don't know but still got correct. So that's for 6-7 parameters I have decided, and then I have analyzed on the parts of that. Also,
and timing wise, did you keep have a peculiar order, or did you experiment and found your own way of attempting the paper?
Yeah, I experimented a lot during the mock test. So that.
Okay, great. So guys, key takeaways when you do analysis, so many parameters just Ashutosh gave. So make sure you just rewind and note it down. You can have some additional parameters up to you, but do that analysis and experiment with your papers. You still have time, good 2 weeks, obviously, where you can experiment and find your own strengths and weaknesses. Now, since there are 2 weeks, I want you to probably recollect and go back in time and tell all the students what you exactly did in the last few weeks of your JEE mains preparation.
So during the last 2 weeks, I revised whole of the inorganic, like whole.
Okay.
And also chemistry was my main focus during that time. So organic also I revised a lot. And mock tests, like every day I used to give a mock test, at least a mock test. And then analysis of that. So 5 hours it used to take, like 3 hours for mock test, 2 hours for analysis. So that was my routine for the last 14-15 days. Also, I revised physics and maths somewhat, but main was chemistry during that.
Achha. And did you practice a lot of problems chapter-wise in the last few days, or were you just doing PYQs, or were you just doing mock test, or combination of all, or what was it?
Like I did mock tests and then for the chapters I'm weak in, I solved PYQs of them.
Okay.
First revising them and then solving PYQs of them. So that helped me.
Okay. So, like you said, the chapters you are weak in, you revise them. Were you revising them through one-shots or detailed class, or only those subtopics or subparts where you are weak at? You just saw probably a detailed lecture or just saw the notes. What was it?
Yeah, the subparts. I used to revise through notes mostly, because the chapter which I'm weak in, still I have some notes in that.
Okay.
So I used to revise through notes, and one-shots for the chapters, like few last chapters in organic, we have biomolecules and then polymers. So for them, I used to watch the one-shot videos.
Okay. And for physics and maths, it was mainly solving PYQs and problems. Okay.
Yeah, and going through notes.
Okay. So let's say, students are, little bit confused at this point of time because they have their prelims, pre-boards, and probably even schools right now, which is going on and boards has raised the bar this year by keeping the 75% criteria as the eligibility for, all the colleges.
Yeah.
So at least in your time, I think you didn't have it. So how did you manage your boards, and what was your preference? Or let's say if you put in the student's shoes right now, what would you be doing?
So right now, like you said, 75% criteria is brought back.
Yeah.
So I would say that in these 2 weeks, you should focus on mains mostly, because mains is the first priority and it's the most closest one. And after that, like preparing for mains gives you an edge in maths, physics, and chemistry, of course. So the remaining 2 subjects, English and the one physical education or computer science or whatever one has taken. So for them, one has to give at least 1 hour a day. So 1 hour a day is not so difficult to give.
Okay. So how much time did you spend for your JEE preparation the last month or last few weeks, hours wise?
So in the last few weeks, I didn't used to study long hours. I used to study in that slots. Like I don't know what my slot was before 2 weeks before. So I used to study in the 9 to 12 slot as well as in 3 to 6 slot.
Okay.
So that my biological clock is my mind is active during those hours.
Very true.
And then 2-3 hours more I used to study. So total 8 hours a day, I used to study for the last 14 days.
Students, please
And
take
last,
note. Yeah, okay, continue.
and the last day I didn't study anything, and I would not suggest students to study anything in the last day, because the last day before exam, if you study something, it will like give you panic mode, like nothing else it can do.
And
so you can
was
go
your
through notes
first
and all.
shift? Was it last day? When was your shift?
Mine was somewhere in between, like 24th to 30th was the exam time dates, and mine was on 27th. So
okay, got it. So because yours was in between, I think most of the students will have second, third, or fourth day, whatever. So when the first day paper used to be out, did you used to check out those papers?
No, never.
Okay, because you used to feel tensed about it.
Yeah, that's why.
Great. So last day you did not prepare much. You were just silent.
But I used to like talk to my friends who have given this paper, like qualitatively tell me how was the paper.
Okay.
Don't tell me what was the questions and all.
Okay. Got it. Fine. And did you follow any particular books, if you remember, or were you just using the Vedantu material? How was it?
Vedantu material and Eklavya material initially, and then till April 2022 or May 2022, it was almost completed, like Eklavya materials. So our teachers used to give us sheets, and also like teachers allowed us to suggest some books, and they will discuss them in class.
Acha. You just spoke about Eklavya, so I think some of the students don't know about Eklavya. Maybe I should just bring it in. So you got to know about Eklavya through some YouTube video or through internal discussions, and what was it like? How did you enter?
Internal discussions, like teachers during the month of December, teachers told us to give the Eklavya entrance exam.
Okay. So in Eklavya batch, you used to get papers, test papers, and modules and assignments, and you had to solve these assignments. That's how it was?
Yes, that's how it was. And also teachers used to discuss them in class.
Okay. What did you find any difference in the Eklavya material and the general material which is available in the market?
Yeah, definitely. Eklavya, like I felt in Eklavya material, all the good questions from all the material were put in.
Okay.
So like every question had a level.
Achha.
No question was easily solvable. So every question gave us some insights and all.
Great. And the discussions, were they important, or do you feel that, okay, just looking at the solution was okay?
No. Discussions are more important, definitely. Solutions just give us the words and all. The teacher can solve it, and we can see how he's solving, the mindset he's putting in. So that's more important, I think.
Okay. So for those students who do not know about Eklavya, guys, Eklavya is a free batch for all the students who are preparing for JEE mains as well as advanced, and it also prepares you for all the other entrance examinations like BITSAT and EMSAT and other things. So it's a free batch completely from end to end, right from the joining till the counseling that happens. And there is an entrance test, and there is an entrance which is going to happen on 8th of Jan. So that's when you can try your best to enter into the Eklavya batch and probably get the same material which Ashutosh and others have gotten. So a lot of people have this perception that Eklavya is only for JEE Advanced, and it's only for the smart people, or only for the students who can just do well in IIT JEE exam. But is that so? Or what about those students who are preparing for only mains or West Bengal JEE or EMSAT or BITSAT? What do you think?
Yeah, they used to give papers of all the tests like WBJE, EMSAT, ISI. Every exam test paper I used to get 2 weeks before the examination.
Okay.
So it is useful for both, I think, for every exam.
Acha. So you used to get. So when you joined Vedantu and Eklavya and all of this, so if you place yourself in some category, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when you see the improvement, probably how was your curve? Was the curve like, it was low and then slowly exponential growth, like, you have those graphs in capacitors, or was it like it grew up and then it saturated, or was it something else? How was your journey?
So when I joined Vedantu, my journey went like this, linear.
Okay.
And then in January, I joined Eklavya. I think it was an exponential growth, because then I can see that I can be in some IITs and all.
Okay.
During preparation, I can only just see the notes, books. I don't know what JEE Advanced is. I just know that what is capacitor, what is electrostatics, what is this. So that's when I got this.
Okay. Now, there are many students who feel that they might not even get 50 marks or 100 marks because, like we see, that usually the cutoff is around 90 to 100 marks in JEE mains. So,
Yeah.
90% of the students who write JEE are in that range 0 to 90, 0 to 100. All of these are maybe not aspirational, but there are so many students who really want to do, but they are not able to do for some reason. So
Yeah.
there must be something which they can do to get at least 150 marks, 120 marks, 180 marks.
Yeah.
So what is that bare minimum something that they can do to get that score from, bare minimum to
So I would
150?
suggest in the last 2 weeks,
Okay.
focus on, if you have made notes, then focus on those notes.
Okay.
And if you haven't made them, so focus on NCRT. Like NCRT is in last 2 weeks, NCRT is not so doable, but you can see some short notes and all from NCRT or from anywhere you can get. So that would be nice for last 2 weeks. And mock tests are must. Like if you are getting 50 marks, even you should give mock tests and analyze them. Because that's when you learn questions, and that's when how examination temperament is made.
Okay, that's very true. So guys, please hear this out. He gave mock test. He was studying during the exact time slot when the exam is conducted. And since you do not know whether you get morning or afternoon slot or whatever, so you study in both the slots and keep some extra hours around it. He's been solving PYQs, working upon his weak points and slowly, gathering pace over there. Even some students are asking, I can see, what was the cutoff for Eklavya? When is the Eklavya exam conducted? Somaya, Eklavya exam is going to be conducted on 8th of Jan, and there is one more entrance on 12th of Jan and then 14th of Jan. So in the next 1 week, there is a lot of entrances for the Eklavya. So you can just join the Telegram channel, which is there in the description box. That will help you, enter the test. So just curious, because Arvind was asking, what was your Eklavya entrance marks, if you remember?
I don't remember the marks exactly.
Percentage maybe,
but I guess
30%, 20%, like that.
Something around 60%.
Oh, that's good actually. Okay, great. So guys, Ashutosh got 60%, but don't get disheartened. Even at, students have got 40%, 50% marks.
Cutoff was around 40%, I think.
40%. Okay.
Last year, but it depends this year.
Great. So guys, I want you guys to ask your doubts in the chat box, because it's me asking because you guys are watching.
Yeah.
I know I understand you really well. I've been with you since last 2.5 years. But if something that's you want to ask, please put it up in the chat box for Ashutosh. I know I can see some of his roommates attending the class as well.
Yeah, definitely. Disturbing as well.
It's okay. That's how IIT people are. So guys, a lot of people have this notion, IIT is geek. Oh, they are studious. Yes, they are studious. They're smart. They are vibrant. They have dynamic personalities, guys. And I'm pretty sure Ashutosh is also involving himself in some or the other clubs around you. Maybe Ashutosh, you can tell what are the clubs you are involving yourself.
So basically, I'm playing some sports and also trying comedy a little bit.
Oh, okay. So maybe you have a channel, maybe towards the end, or maybe now you can just tell the channel name where you are.
Channel is just my name, Ashutosh Agarwal IITB.
Okay.
I have not posted any comedy content yet, but I will be posting.
Okay, great. Something to look forward to. So, Srivatsan is asking how to focus on studies. Basically, people are talking about distractions. Did you have any distractions? Did you cut them away somehow?
Distractions as in, I was not so active in social media those days.
Okay.
So, like distractions, I used to take them away. Like my parents also didn't allow me to watch like phone for long hours.
Okay.
So that helped me a lot. I just used to watch like TV comedy shows, and then used to watch YouTube and all. That's all.
It. And in YouTube, did you get distracted, or were you just watching educational content? Or even in educational content, there is distraction. Somebody's telling this, somebody's telling that. Oh my God, what to do, what to watch? How did you do that?
YouTube, definitely, I was used to got distracted, but then I used to set an alarm, like I will watch YouTube for this time, like 30 minutes or 40 minutes.
Okay.
So after the alarm, I used to like study.
Okay, fine. And so somebody is asking, what are the tips for 11th standard students? Like things that you should not do or do in 11th standard?
So 11th standard, it has been 7-8 months, right? For 11th standard started.
Yeah.
So like syllabus is almost going to end for 11th. So try to cover your backlogs before 12th, because that will not pile up then. And that's all I can tell for 11th class, and then focus on studies.
Okay. Somebody is asking one very interesting question. Sir, can I get 97
Yeah.
percentile without chemistry? Or maybe somebody might ask, sir, can I
Ah,
get 97 percentile without maths? So what is your take on that?
for 97 percentile without one subject, you need to be very, very good in the other. Like very good. 90 marks out of 100.
Yeah. So,
So,
so that answer. So if you are that good, fine, play that trick. I'll tell you one
yeah.
example. There was one student of ours only, Vedantu. She was a biology student, a PCB student. She wrote mains for fun, and she got close to 180 marks or something like that. Maths she didn't attempt. So guys, and she got a very good rank in NEET exam. So,
Yeah.
you need to be really that great in physics and chemistry or whatever two subjects that you're choosing. So, please don't play such a gamble. You have
Yeah.
to do, if something is weak, okay, fine. You can score something lower or you can score low marks, that's fine. But don't neglect it like zero. That's bad. Yeah. So, any tips for revision? Study more says any tips for revision, how to revise, what should be the strategy for that? I think most of it you have answered, but still, any tips that you might want to say?
Revision, like I used to do a monthly revision.
Okay.
Like in this month, what I have read, I used to revise that at the end of the month.
Okay.
So that helps, I think.
Okay. Okay. Every month revision, you had a schedule and it became a routine. Okay.
Yeah.
And some student is also asking, can I join Eklavya batch after mains or should I join it now? Because hardly 2 weeks are there, 3 weeks are there. I'll wait for the mains percentile to come out in February and then I will join. So what's
I
your
would
take on it?
suggest him to like give the exam at least,
Okay.
prepare somewhat and give the exam. If you
Okay.
get selected now, it will help you for mains as well as for advance.
Right. So
But you can always join after mains as well.
cool. So guys, this time the problem is, at least during Ashutosh time, they had a very good gap and Ashutosh gave the exam in JEE Advance in August.
August.
Yeah, this time it's in May and June. Okay, so
Yeah.
you hardly have time and you have CUET and BitSat, so many things. It's going to be a very congested time. So I think you should at least try. There is no harm. If you don't clear, it's fine. At least you get to solve a mock test. Think of it like a mock
Yeah,
test.
true.
So the Eklavya entrance test is like a mock test which is for free of cost. So you are getting 3 free mock tests, just give those 3 free mock tests for all of you. And I'll tell you one interesting thing about the Eklavya mock test, or basically the entrance test, you cannot Google those questions. You'll not find it anywhere. Is that true, Ashwin?
Yeah. I felt that last year.
Yeah. You feel like, oh my god, I think I know this question, but I can't find the answer anywhere. So that's how it is.
Truly beautiful questions.
Yeah, so beautiful questions. You'll enjoy it. Just like how we have been doing in the Killer 5
definitely.
series and the Fast Track and so many other things that we have been doing. So, yeah, should we prepare full syllabus or concentrate on only important topics at this point of time, says Venki Virat.
At this point of time, like you need to, in important topics, you need to focus completely. Like give your full focus. And the side topics also, you can just revise your notes and all.
Okay, okay.
Because if you get a question and you get it right, it will boost your confidence a lot during exam.
All right. Okay. Makes sense. So, in fact, I had made a video, guys. You can have a look at it. All the important topics for JEE Physics, and I'm pretty sure other teachers have done that. So, just watch that so you get a heads up on what are the most important high weightage topics for JEE Mains. All right. So, one or two more questions, guys, that I'm going to take. So, what if Tamil is asking, what if I can't solve the JEE PYQs now, which I learned? So, is it mandatory that I need to do PYQs? Can I do away without it, or what?
So if he's a 2023 aspirant,
Yeah.
he should try like even if he's not getting PYQs, he should like see the solutions and talk to his teachers so that like he can improve on them. If he's a 2024 aspirant, so it's not like right now if he's not able to solve PYQs, it's not a big problem.
Okay.
He can just clear his concepts and then revise a little, then he'll be able to solve it, I think.
Okay. One more probably question. Is there no Subramaniam? The exam will not get postponed. See, if it had to get postponed, it will. Don't waste your time on all those things. Stop watching those stupid videos. Whether it will get
This
postponed
happens
or not.
every year.
This happens every year. He has been through it, and his seniors have been through it. So please stop. You have to make up your mind. You cannot have that regret. Oh my God, I am the unluckiest batch. Did you ever feel that you are the unluckiest batch in some way?
Yeah. Everyone feels that we are the luckiest batch.
See,
Like we had just single month left for advance. July last week means done, then August last week advance. So we could think like that, but like everything goes for everyone. So it's a competitive exam. So it
Correct.
doesn't matter.
So guys, please don't take it personally. Okay, it's for everyone. Just like Ashutosh said, every batch feels something or the other. Oh, that batch got that. That batch got this. Ignore all that. So, um, uh, I mean, I'm really, really thankful to Ashutosh that he spent his time and we were able to answer most of the questions. So, guys, remember that Ashutosh also cleared his journey through Eklavya, which is the Vedantu's free batch. Make sure you check out the link which is there in the description box. Just open up the Telegram channel. You'll get all the pieces of information. There is entrance test happening day after tomorrow on 8th. Depending on when you're watching the video, you might have missed it already. And there is one more entrance test in the second week and the third week. You join the batch, join the Telegram channel. You will get all the information for joining the batch through the entrance test. Don't wait for the mains exam to get over. Okay. And just follow whatever tips Ashutosh has given. In case you're joining late, just rewind back this session. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to catch up to speed. Okay, so follow all these steps, and if you have anything else to ask, you can always put it up in the comment section. Maybe you are not live, and we'll try to probably reply. And if Ashutosh, if you could take some time, maybe replying to the comments later on.
I will be replying on the comments.
Look at
you
that.
can comment in the comment section.
Thank you so much, Ashutosh. It means a lot because he just agreed to reply to your comments, guys. It means a lot. Come on, the JEE 99.99 percentile topper himself saying your senior, your alumni of your Vedantu is doing this on our request. I'm so glad. Keep it up, guys. Taking a drop is good, Bacha Ramkrishna, but don't think of drop right now. Right now, focus. Like JEE means first attempt is the last attempt. It's not your first attempt, it's your last attempt. Focus your energies in that way, okay? So thank you so much, Ashutosh, and all the others for joining in for this lovely evening. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I have to shift my class of modern physics, so I'll be seeing you at, I think, around 7 o'clock. We'll be solving problems. Okay? Bye-bye. Take care. Have a wonderful evening, and please study really, really hard. Bye-bye. This is Captain Shreyas signing off. Hasta la vista.